And they're going to get ready to get up into the Geico restart zones. Christopher Bell, Brad Keselowski into the Geico restart zones. And the green flag is waving. We're underway from Circuit of the Americas. In the Duramax Grand Prix, up the hill for the first time they go. And onto the brakes, you see Reddick in the background. And a couple of guys, oh, contact in the back. Larson got into the back of Cody Ware, I think, in the 5. They fan out. Connor Zilisch way up the racetrack there, trying to stay out of trouble. But it's Christopher Bell leading through the first part of the lap. And now they hit through the S's for the first time. Everyone going to survive. They're 4 wide through the S's here, and that's not going to end well. McDowell and Blaney make contact through the S's here for the first time, and looks like everyone is going to get through without any, not any issues here. But Christopher Bell immediately trying to pull away a little bit. Reddick made a big dive into turn 1 there, and he's all the way up into 7th place. A great start for that 45, the Chumba Casino 45 or Daytona 500 winner. As they all fan out, this is another big braking zone that could cause chaos, and it does already. SVG dumps Custer, and McDowell gets dumped, and the caution is out. Custer took a pretty heavy hit to the wall there. You can see Custer is slow on the apron down there. He has got some damage on that 41. SVG trying to be aggressive early, gets into the 41, dumps him into the wall. And early on, we're under caution here from COTA. Chris Buescher is going to come in here, it looks like, as he reported a fuel leak. So Buescher is going to come into the pits and see if he's got race-ending damage. I don't think it is, but we'll see what happens to the 17 car as he gets into the pit lane. Christopher Bell, Brad Keselowski up off of turn 20 and down the front straightaway and heading up into the Geico restart zones. And the green flag is waving, back underway from COTA. See pit stops in the back. Hocevar is one of them. Here comes Elliott as Keselowski might be clear up the hill. Elliott diving to the bottom. As everybody survives, you see McDowell, Hocevar, Gibbs, and Ty Dillon in the pits. Brad Keselowski and Elliott and Bell going at it into the S's. Chase Elliott trying to get up into 2nd place, battling Christopher Bell. Elliott has not won a road course race since 2021. Very surprising, has not won in the Gen 7 car on a road course. But Elliott trying to battle Bell, can't do it, but it's Brad Keselowski leading the way here from Circuit of the Americas. Elliott's going to still drop behind Elliott. Here comes Chastain with some momentum on Austin Dillon. Byron through the grass, 3 wide. Allmendinger, Busch is all over the place. 3 wide heading into this hard braking zone of turn 10. Allmendinger and Busch get together. Dillon goes wide. In the back, Hamlin gets shoved off, running into the back of each other. SVG. Oh, and a big crash in the back. Cody Ware, Berry, Gregson, all these guys. Zilisch, Jones, heavy damage. Berry, Gregson, Custer, Larson. Jones is in the grass, heavy damage on the 43 car. See these guys now coming up. Hocevar actually still in the pits. Maybe trying to repair some damage, but no caution for that, surprisingly enough. Zane Smith, we talked about it, trying to get up past the teammate of Todd Gilliland. But there was a lot of cars that got involved in that. Gregson, Custer, Jones, Stenhouse, I think Zilisch got a piece of it as well. Caution's out as we start the final lap of the stage. Hocevar leads. And what has gone on? As Elliott gets by Bell, but Bell's going to be ahead. But not quite sure what the reason of caution is. Not quite sure what the reason of caution is, as there was no signals or no wrecks or anything when the caution came out. So I don't know if NASCAR just threw the yellow just because why not, and the stage was coming to a close early. But and Keselowski pits. Bell is going to stay out and take the stage. You see the pit strategy, and a lot of them are coming in. So Christopher Bell is going to stay out and win the opening stage here from Circuit of the Americas over Ross Chastain. Nemechek is staying out to get those points. Briscoe, Allmendinger, Reddick, Buescher, all of these guys. No, Keselowski got it. He was in the pits. Brad Keselowski wins the stage in the pits. I was watching it. Keselowski wins the opening stage from COTA in the pit lane. And we are going to get ready to go back racing into the Geico restart zones. 4 cars come into the pits and back into the restart zones. Green flag is back in the air. Stage 2 underway from Circuit of the Americas. Up the hill, Buescher fanning out down low. And up the hill, everyone survives. Chastain is there. Buescher down low. Bell, they're 3 wide for the lead, but Ross Chastain takes the lead from COTA over Christopher Bell. Buescher and Briscoe still side by side. Briscoe still trying to be there in the 19 as they head through the S's now. 3 wide, you got Preece, or they were 3 wide for a split second. Preece was there, but it's Ross Chastain leading here from COTA. Bubba Wallace, Custer in the pits. You see Nemechek and SVG back out on the racetrack. Briscoe and Reddick got a little close. Briscoe through the grass. Same with Preece. This is going to be a big shot here for some chaos. Bowman up high is going to come back up here in front of Zane Smith. Oh, Cindric, Keselowski. They're bumping and banging. Oh, Zilisch is getting spun. Zilisch, does he save it? He got into the foam barriers there. He gets it going in the right direction. No caution. All right, Cody Ware, Ty Dillon, Gregson, and Berry, they're moving. They're a lap down. Stenhouse is moving. Bubba and Custer are not. Bell all over Chastain, looking to try and get past. We've just got 29 cars in the lead lap. Might be 27 if Bubba and Custer don't get moving. But do we see Chastain and Bell come into the pits this time? I'd be surprised if we don't see these two come in. I think you're going to see them pit coming here up on 6 laps to go in the stage. Chris Buescher is going to take the lead here, it looks like, over AJ Allmendinger. Allmendinger, we know, really good on the road courses. But let's see. Chastain and Bell, yep, they're coming in. So they're going to make their first stop of the day. Chris Buescher and AJ Allmendinger are going to stay out and take over the race lead here from Circuit of the Americas. Briscoe as well comes in. So new race leader, and that's Chris Buescher. Elliott and Larson come in as well. Custer and Bubba go a lap down, but new race leader here from COTA. And it's the 17 of Chris Buescher. All the RFK cars up in the top 10 right now. Fastest lap so far is from Michael McDowell in the 71 car. Alex Bowman has come to a stop and the caution is out. Alex Bowman, some sort of mechanical issue, and it's a tire issue for Alex Bowman. No pit stops at the front of the field, so Buescher and Preece committed to the front. No one's coming in, actually, surprisingly enough. All right, here we go. Field in the hands of Buescher and Preece. Josh Berry has retired the 21 car from this race. Heartbreak for them, but here we go into the Geico restart zones. Stage 2 back underway. 2 laps to go in COTA in stage number 2. Up the hill, Zane Smith to the inside. Buescher struggling as they all get onto the brakes. No issues as of yet, but Zane Smith looking for the lead. They're 3 and 4 wide. Bubba Wallace into Logano. Bubba gets spun nearly. Keeps it in the right direction. No caution, but it's Ryan Preece leading into the S's. Now through the S's they go. Everyone has survived as it looks like, or survived as of now. Shane Van Gisbergen, I think, might have been another, he might have gotten involved in that. He might not have. Connor Zilisch trying to get his way up through the front, to the front here. McDowell very wide in that 71 car. But it is Ryan Preece leading Chris Buescher right now. RFK 1-2, Zane Smith in 3rd. Elliott jumped up to 4th. Hamlin top 5 right now. A lot of guys going through the grass. Allmendinger's going a little bit wide here in the 16, but onto the brakes we go. And Chastain and Allmendinger. Allmendinger gets spun. Can he save it? No, he gets into McDowell. Oh, Reddick gets into Allmendinger. They're all trying to avoid him. And no caution. They're letting him race here. Allmendinger got spun, keeps it in kind of the right direction. Briscoe's got some front end damage. Elliott, big dive bomb on Zane Smith. What a lunge from Chase Elliott. Can he get the position though? Side by side. And everyone has survived here as SVG's now gone in front of Zilisch. And Elliott's up in the third as he gets past Todd Gilliland, not Todd Gilliland, Zane Smith for the third position. Now Zane Smith drops down to fourth. Coming up on the final lap of stage 2, it's Ryan Preece leading. Trying to grab the stage win for RFK Racing. Through turns number 19 and heading up to turn 20. And Ryan Preece is pitting from the lead. Buescher follows. Chase Elliott will stay out. Denny Hamlin as well. As we come around to start the final lap of stage 2, it's Chase Elliott out in front from COTA. As we see strategy come into play once again. Larson back up on the track. But once again, we see strategy here in stages here from COTA. But nobody has anything for the Napa Auto Parts number 9 of Chase Elliott. Dominating, or not dominating, but he's been up front all afternoon, and it's going to pay off as Elliott out of turn 19 and into turn 20. And it's going to be Chase Elliott who's going to come through the final corner. And he is going to win stage number 2 from Circuit of the Americas. Chase Elliott wins stage 2 from COTA. Coming in behind him, Denny Hamlin is going to get second over Brad Keselowski and Michael McDowell. Top 5 goes to Ross Chastain. You got Tyler Reddick, Kyle Busch, Austin Dillon, Ty Gibbs, and Ryan Blaney, the drivers who get stage points here in stage number 2. As Buescher and Zane Smith now go multiple laps down. There's not really an inside line anymore. Gibbs now will jump up to the inside. And look at this weird restart. Into the Geico restart zones. Back underway from COTA. 17 to go. In the Duramax Grand Prix, up the hill. And onto the brakes everyone goes. Keselowski clear to the lead from COTA. 3-4 wide in the back. Everyone's surviving though. Todd Gilliland up here in the front row, Motorsports number 34. How about the 34 car having himself a solid run right now? Chastain up here. Reddick cuts the corner in the 45. He got shoved off, I think. Cindric as well in the 2 car, cutting the corner a little bit. Now the officials are probably not going to like that as Gibbs goes high into the grass he goes. This is going to be that sketchy corner, turn 10. Where all this chaos has been in this race. SVG into the back of Bubba Wallace. Bubba gets into Zilisch. Oh my goodness, in the back! Nemechek, Carson Osevar, and Cole Custer. No caution. As both Nemechek and Hocevar, and I think Cole Custer as well, that was, went flying in there. No caution. Dillon's back up on the track. Elliott is a lap down. Allmendinger as well. I was not expecting to see that heading into turn 10 that time. But Keselowski's kind of checked out a little bit here to Denny Hamlin behind. Coming up on 16 to go. Here from COTA, will we go green to the checkered? All right, do we see any pit stops here? Yep, Keselowski's pitting from the race lead here. Denny Hamlin as well. Gilliland, Chastain, Gibbs, they're all pitting. Daniel Suarez is going to stay out with William Byron and take the lead from COTA. Ryan Blaney as well. Busch, Logano, I think that was Zilisch as well out there. But Daniel Suarez now your new race leader here from COTA with 16 to go. But we've got a lap of racing in the books. Oh! Gilliland gets spun by his teammate and the caution's out. I just jinxed the hell out of them. Caution is out. Zane Smith dumps his teammate of Todd Gilliland. And we're under caution again here from Circuit of the Americas. Here from COTA, pit stops further back. I'm not quite sure who it is, but down the front straightaway and into the Geico restart zones. Ryan Preece, Cindric, and Gregson into the Geico restart zones. We're back underway from COTA, 13 to go. Up the hill, Chastain. Bell going with a big dive on the bottom of the track. Big dive for Ross Chastain. Trying to get back up to the front. Christopher Bell as well. Ryan Blaney, the leads at COTA as they head down the hill. Ryan Blaney might have a chance to win this, but he hasn't pitted it a little bit. Suarez, Keselowski got past. There's Chastain. Through the S's they go. And looks like everyone has survived through the S's. Yep, everyone is good. But now we got Calamity Corner coming up. Keselowski still battling Suarez, which has allowed Blaney to take off in the 12. Keselowski really wide off in the grass there. A lot of guys through the grasses now to the Calamity Corner, turn 10. Oh, McDowell and SVG got into it. Byron, they're all piling in. Nobody got dumped. That's the good thing. SVG going off-roading in the grass. Keselowski's cleared a second now. 3 wide air down the back straight. Here comes Michael McDowell trying to get involved in the 71 car. He's going to go 3 wide onto the brakes. Oh, Reddick's into the Logano. Still 3 wide onto the brakes they go. Reddick, SVG's trying to do what he can to try and get through this. Suarez has some front end damage in 7. Who's going to pit this time? Will we see Ryan Blaney pit coming up on 12 laps to go? I'm just begging to God we don't see another caution before this race is over, so we can get this thing done and dealt with. Suarez coming into the pits to repair the damage. He also is one of the guys who stayed out, so kind of expecting Suarez. Byron's coming into the pits. Zane Smith, Chris Buescher. All coming into the pit lane. But Blaney is pitting from the lead of the race. Brad Keselowski is going to take over the race lead. We knew Blaney had to pit soon, and he's going to come in here. Coming up on 11 laps to go from COTA. Brad Keselowski leads away with 11 to go. Coming up off of turn 19 and up to turn 20. Keselowski's coming into the pits. Brad Keselowski's coming in, doesn't have enough. And now that gives the race lead to Ross Chastain. Christopher Bell coming into the pits. So Ross Chastain now leads with 9 to go and a lot of pit stops happening. So William Byron in the 24 car, he is going to be the guy that everyone's watching here to take the lead of the race. Byron, he's won here back in 2024. And William Byron now, 8 laps to go. Chastain crossed the line, so it's 8 to go. William Byron, though, to the race lead. But Ryan Blaney now leading at COTA. We were saying how Byron had this race here in the bag kind of a little bit. But it's Ryan Blaney now for Team Penske leading the way. And I mean, Ryan Blaney, we know his season has not been good at all. And heading up to turns 20. Blaney is pitting. I just said it. Ryan Blaney does not have enough. He has to come in. They call him in. Now what about Ty Gibbs and Chastain? Gibbs doesn't have enough. And it's Ross Chastain who's going to take the lead from COTA with 4 laps to go. Chastain's pitting! There's no shot. There's just no shot. Chastain has to come in. What about Gilliland? Gilliland stays out! Come into the white flag! Oh my god. He did this in my 2022 career. Or season. Chastain came in, coming to the white flag at COTA. White flag, 1 to go for Todd Gilliland! Can he do it? The 34! Zilisch doesn't have enough. Hamlin's staying out. He's going to take second, it looks like. Blaney's going to take third. Zilisch doesn't have enough fuel. Gibbs does, Larson doesn't. Strategy comes into play late. Todd Gilliland has himself a 14-second gap to the cars behind. No pressure for Todd Gilliland, looking for his first career win. Does he have enough fuel to make it back, though? Gotta be saving here through this part of the lap. He ran a 2:21.9. Hamlin ran a 2:23, so he's still pulling away. Chastain sits in third right now. Blaney in fourth. Gibbs top 5, it looks like. Connor Zilisch running in the 7th position as Suarez is in front of him. Kyle Busch in 8th, Bowman 9th, and SVG is not in the top 10 here. Keselowski top 10 right now, but more stops have to come. Todd Gilliland onto the brakes for possibly the final time for a hard braking zone, and looking for his first career win in the Cup Series. What this would mean to the Gilliland family, what this would mean for Front Row Motorsports, as this would be Front Row's first win in the Cup Series since Michael McDowell took victory lane in the Daytona 500 back in 2021. And boy, what an afternoon. Gilliland, another guy who has gotten through all the wrecks and was just right place at the right time, had enough fuel, strategy on his side, and heading up to turns 19 for the final time. Todd Gilliland and Front Row Motorsports. Turn 20, 1 corner to go. And he's gonna do it. Off of turn 20, Todd Gilliland, for the first time in his Cup career, is going to victory lane. Todd Gilliland wins in COTA. What a win. Todd Gilliland, first career Cup Series win. Denny Hamlin is going to come home second, back-to-back top 5s for Denny Hamlin and Joe Gibbs Racing. Then you got Chastain in third. Blaney turns the bad luck around, finishing in fourth. And it'll be a top 5 for Ty Gibbs and Joe Gibbs Racing in that 54 team. Daniel Suarez rounds the final corner, and it'll be 6th place for Daniel Suarez in the end for Spire Motorsports. So they continue a solid start to the season. Suarez comes home in 6th. Connor Zilisch, career best finish in the Cup Series at 7th place in COTA. Kyle Busch comes home 8th. 9th place will go to Alex Bowman in the 48 car. And then Brad Keselowski will round out the top 10 here from COTA. Joey Logano finishes 11th. Shane Van Gisbergen will finish 12th. Austin Dillon will finish in the 13th position. And those are the drivers on the lead lap. Everyone else has gone a lap down or two. Alrighty, and it's Shane Van Gisbergen holding on to his points lead, but only by 6 points to Denny Hamlin behind. Tyler Reddick 17 out, Buescher there as well. Biggest mover, obviously Todd Gilliland gains 25 positions. From 37th, he jumps up to 12th after COTA. And then the biggest loser would be, or for full-time guys, is Carson Hocevar, who loses 10 spots after COTA. So